Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I have come up with lecture 2 on resource and development. Because of the busy schedule, it is quite difficult to upload video frequently, but I'm trying my best to give you videos as soon as possible. What I have come up with today and what are the topic for the today is resource planning in India, Rio de Janeiro Earth Summit and Agenda 21. Now first thing that we will take up is resource planning. What is resource? I have already told you in my first lecture. If you haven't seen my lecture yet, pause this video, go on my YouTube channel, see class 10th resource and development video. See that video. After that, you will be able to understand what resource is. After that, come to see this video because you will be able to understand more effectively if you see my first video on resource and development. What is resource planning? If you know what resource is, now I'll tell you that what planning is. Planning is basically organizing or strategizing something to do that work very effectively. The same thing comes under resource planning. Resource planning includes organizing or strategizing way of using a resource. How the resource is to be used is basically resource planning. Now resource planning in India. See, resource planning in India is a complex process. What does this include? It includes 3 steps. First is the identification and inventory of resources. Second is evolving planning structure, and third is resource development with National Development Plan. Identification and inventory of resources. We know that area of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand are rich in minerals. Suppose if we do not know that where the resource actually is, do we able to extract that resource? No, we will not be able to extract resource until or unless we do not know where the resource actually is. So first thing that comes under resource planning is the identification and inventory of resources. Until or unless you do not complete this first step, that is identification and inventory of resources, you will not be able to go to the second step of resource planning. Second step is evolving planning structure. Now we know that where the resource actually is. We have demarcated areas where the resource actually is. Then after we need to plan the way or strategy to extract that resources. How that resource from that area is to be extracted in such a way that it does not hamper your development, the nation development, because extracting resources is a process that includes huge money. Evolving a resource is not an easy task. It actually involves a lot of finances and a lot of technology. So, second thing is your planning structure. Third thing that is foremost important is matching resource development with national development plan. See, whatever we do in our nation or wherever we live, whatever we do is basically helps in nation development. Suppose if I do business, if I teach, or whatever I do, it's somewhere helps in nation development. Now what we have to see is that the resource development plan that we have made does not hamper your nation development, but it should help in nation development. So we should, third thing that involves in resource planning is matching the resource development plan with national development plan. Third thing is Rio de Janeiro Earth Summit 1992. See, it is the first international Earth Summit that was organized in 1992. It was organized in 1992. More than 100 head of states participated in this Earth Summit. It is the first international Earth Summit. What was the need of this Earth Summit? The main need of the Earth Summit was to the ways to protect environment and Earth development. The urgent need to protect urgent need of environmental protection and Earth development was the basic agenda of Rio de Janeiro Earth Summit. Now, what is Agenda 21? Basically, Agenda 21 is a declaration signed by world leader in 1992 at UN Conference on Earth Development, and the agenda was to combat environmental problems, diseases, and poverty. Now, soil. What is soil? Soil is the uppermost layer of the earth, which is very fertile. In India, soil is broadly classified into 5 types, which is alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil, and arid soil. First, we will deal up with alluvial soil. Alluvial soil is the most fertile soil. Now, how this soil is formed? This soil is formed by the deposition of river. Wherever river deposits its eroded material, the place where river deposits its eroded material is the place where alluvial soil is formed. It is most fertile because whatever is eroded by river is generally deposit. It is made out of the deposition of the river. Now this alluvial soil is ideal for the growth of sugarcane, paddy, and wheat. Since it is the most fertile soil, therefore it is densely populated. This soil contains adequate amount of potash, phosphoric acid, and lime. The second soil that we will take up is black soil. It is black in color. It is also called as regular soil. This soil is ideal for the growth of cotton. This soil is majorly found in the areas of Maharashtra and Saurashtra. This is extremely fine this soil is made of extremely fine crystalline material. This soil has an adequate proportion of calcium carbonate, lime, and potash. Third one is your red soil. This soil is formed on a crystalline igneous areas. This soil is formed on the areas where crystalline igneous rocks are found, and there is another condition for the formation of this soil is first thing that the places where this soil forms on crystalline igneous rock. Second thing, that area must have low rainfall. The areas which satisfy both the needs, where this soil is found in the areas which satisfy both the need. This soil develops red color because of the diffusion of iron. The fourth one is your laterite soil. This soil develops on the areas of high temperature and heavy rainfall. The areas which have high temperature, heavy rainfall is the areas where this soil is formed. The most important thing which we should know under this soil is the process of leaching. It generally comes that what is leaching? What is leaching? I'll tell you. Leaching is the process of taking away of humus content of a soil because of heavy rainfall. The wash away of humus material of a soil due to heavy rainfall is the process of leaching. This soil is found in Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Madhya Pradesh. Now, this arid soil. This soil may be red or brown in color. This soil is found in both the colors. This soil is sandy in texture and saline in nature. It is not very fertile soil and not suitable for agriculture. Both these soil, red soil, arid soil, is not suitable for agriculture. Laterite soil can be used in agriculture, but what do we need? We basically need fertilizers for making the soil fertile, and then after we can only use it for agriculture.